Hey, what's going on, you guys? Hyperion-Blue-GT is here. So here we are in the final race in the Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup on Gran Turismo Sport is finally here. We are going in to be at Mount Panorama Motor Racing Circuit for 9 laps, and we're going in to have one last warm-up category we'll be using is the Toyota GR86 2021 will be ready to go. It's been waiting so long since we starting out in round 1 at Laguna Seca by using the GR Super RC in the 2020 model. We'll be moved forward by having a lot of good excited moments out there will be exclusively by using Toyota cars to be in the event. So this comes in for having one last round, and that one might take the best place. We'll be going over to have a grid start with full start check along with the regulations will be suitable by 3 types of sports compound tires. We'll be having one mandatory requirement will be possible to be proceed. So it looks like this is going to be the best time out there for the year 2021 is coming to an end in the Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup because it was so thrilled of excitement out there since we've been enjoying watching the 24 Hours of Le Mans for this weekend, and also from the FIA Gran Turismo Championship Showdown on the Manufacturer Series and the Nations Cup. So this is going to be quite doing a lot of good moments out there for having a lot of good excited race. So let's go in and grab a nice livery designs of the GR86 2021 will be selected. But anyway, I also got 8 vehicles since I have purchased from the Brand Central to be used for some photo op souvenirs. We'll be taking a good eye focus for the Michelin tire stickers. Right now, it's time for the U.D.R.S Insport Tech will be selected to have a nice Michelin tire sticker will be participate to be entered in. The following items will be adjusted automatically based on the balance of performance regulations. So I hope this will might take a lot of good practice before we will join in session, folks. So let this be the final race will be upon us, and we will do our best to move forward towards the end. Before you enjoy watching the video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out some more videos if you like. Feel free to enjoy it anytime you want for the entertainment. Now it's time to get ready to start the final race, and let's begin. Here we are, folks, the final race of the Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup on GT Sports, racing at Mount Panorama Motor Racing Circuit for the GR86 will be ready to go underway. Here's Resort Crabs in second place to be ready to go, and we have the first place driver in pole position. Kicker MMA is now ready to start. And here's Barry 1266 in third place, followed by the next driver. We have the fourth place, Inner Oronia 69 is now ready to go. Here's myself in 6th place for the U.D.R.S Insport Tech is at the ready to go in at entry number 1. Pila 7 is now going in onto position number 5. And we have Munez 3509 is now ready to go. And here comes position number 8 is Throttle Modular is now going in for have a fine red color. GTX 69 is now ready to go by having a race entry number 2. And here's Toby 1, Kenobi 1 is now ready to go in to have a true blue. And here's 12 Volt Man in 12th place to have a nice number 15 entry participant. And here is Polo Ricua 61 is now entered in onto position number 11. Milan Maiko 71 is here, is entered in. And we have Reggie Tony GT86 is now entered in onto position number 14 for the 8.6 livery variant. And here's GT German Racing in 15th place. Pat Sam 83 arrives in position number 16. And here is position number 17 is TI Hammer 526. Mop Midgets is here at position number 18 to have a green and red rims. And also for the last place driver is Osmo Gois is now going in to take the last. Starting grid to have a nice position out there for the GR86. All deliveries and some standard colors by the regular, and that will might give a good successful moments after taking a lot of practice for the qualifying round. So make sure you guys, the false starts will be penalized. We'll have to keep a good foot on the brake until the race will begin. So here we go, folks, the final race of the Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup is about to begin. Good luck out there, folks. That will might have the best moments to be in this year's competition to be in Gran Turismo Sport. Now it comes in to take turn 1. It's going to get much tight situation out there. Will get crowded. So looks like Kicker MMA is now going on front to take the first straightaway to be in sector 1. Coming in at turn 2 to be moved forward in sector 2 is going uphill. Will be reached up by every Masters to be well cornered onto the track. And there's Resort Crabs coming in onto second place, followed by Berry 1266 in third place. The lineup formation is going to be going in for having a main queue out there, so everything must go for have that exercise caution for taking on for the uphill terrain onto the part of the track. And looks like Kicker MMA just barely slows down, and that means Resort Crabs is now moved forward to be on front to be in the lead. That means everybody is going to be having a little bit tough situation out there to be uphill onto the track. Will get settled in to be going forward. Fowo and Munez is now going in for the side-by-side to take the next turn at the right, and here comes the next turn. Will be passed in over onto the Solman Park on top of the hill, and there's U.D.R.S Sportec to be moving on to be at position number 8. Taking a little bit close contact, will be starting out to be any kinds of sports tires will be settled in by the category. And here comes sector 3, folks. Now's the time to be going down the hill and take that braking point. Will be get settled on for have a nice concentration. We'll be doing some exercise caution to avoid the penalty. And looks like that we might have Hirabilla 7 is dropping down on to position number 6. That means Fowo Ricula 61 is now moving on for the opportunity. Take that next downhill turn at the left, and that one might give a double trouble situation out there for 2 GR86 in the black color, while the silver gray is going to be having a little bit more timing on the defense. So hold on, looks like this is going to get a little bit more tricky out there. I have to make sure to keep an eye out. Things won't get messed up or ruining the race. It has to be doing a good perfect race to be in the segment. And here comes sector 4, viewers. Now's the time to go hard to hit the brakes. Early braking point is going to be the only example whenever it comes in to use the apex. And that we might have Kicker MMA is climbing up by pushing up to the limits to be in 7th place, while U.D.R.S Sportec is still tries to keep holding on to have a much struggle push to catch up with some several opponents. And we have Ferry enters onto the pits to be switched over to be in a different tire compound. And there goes GTX_69's lap time for only 2 minutes and 47.261 seconds. He is going faster to be in the lead, and that will might have the top 3 drivers. Will be having 3 Canadian Gran Turismo players will be stepped in to be in the second lap. Now comes in on to 18 drivers remaining. 1 just left the lobby, and there goes going to be taking a lot of good lineup formation out there for the GR86 to be racing at Mount Panorama. Going over to be in the first straightaway after the first turn to be going up onto turn 2. And that we might have to take sector 2 will be proceed as possible. And there goes, folks. Kicker MMA is now on the offensive approach to go for the overtake to catch up onto Polo Ricula 61 to be dropped down onto 6th place. U.D.R.S Sportec is currently in 7th place due to 1 driver to be entered the pits will be switched over to be in a different tire compound type onto the sports. After taking a struggle turn by going up the hill, Kicker MMA is now going right back onto the right turn to be passed through onto the Solman Park to be on top of the hill, and that means for Polo Ricula 61 is now pushing in to go faster by the offense. That one might have to get a little bit slightly close in onto Kicker MMA in 5th place to catch up onto Firaba 7 in 4th place to be going down the hill towards sector 3 after leaving sector 2. So once again, that one might give a good slightly slow position to be used the inside cornering to be giving a good apex use. Still almost barely had the chance to catch up onto Volvo Ricula 61's current position. But still, Sportec could probably have to keep a good handling grip. Will be doing some good accuracy for having a good mobility. Still tries to catch up for only the top 3 drivers from the Canadian GT racers are still giving a little bit push out there to reach up onto GTX_69's current lead position. Already passed in onto sector 4 to be reached up onto the next turn to be doing an early braking point So gonna keep an eye out, folks. If anything goes by having a yellow flag, the mistakes will be occurred that we might have to go again for moving on for the next lap. And there goes for the side-by-side for kicker MMA is now going forward to be on the overtake to catch up on to the 4th place driver towards the final turn. And that one might have the 4th place driver to be on the defense while kicker MMA is still... Oh man, looks like that was so close. Kicker MMA is barely almost had that grip to be staying a little bit loose control. And it goes right back in by having a recovery. Now moving on in lap number 3 after taking the 2nd lap. 6 more to go. That one might have this race will be taking on for a 25 time limit to be reached up by the minute. Still barely got a lot of good focusing effort out there to be on the ropes. Polo Ricula 61 is still takes the push to catch up onto kicker MMA towards sector 2 in the 2nd corner. Will be going up the hill once again. Clearly that one might have the inside cornering to be used to apex. That one might have to give the opportunity for several drivers by the chance will have to get close in near towards the opponent. Now here comes turn 3 to be going over to be at turn 4. That one might have that coming back opportunity to see how 3 drivers between the 4th and 6th place is going to be quite coming in. Kicker MMA is still barely tries to keep pushing up onto its limits to be reached up onto the 4th place driver towards onto the Solman Park on top of the hill. Still going at it. Looks like that one might have that different custom livery. That one might have the chance. We'll be going forward for the overtake until moving on in sector 3 down the hill. And there it goes. Looks like Hyperion-Blue-GT 7 is now dropped down onto 4th place and comes right back onto position number 5 until reach back onto 4th place. That was going to be taking a little bit more close call by having a little bit patient. Kicker MMA almost barely had that chance to be moved forward to be in position number 4. Now comes in to take that downhill onto the left turn. That one might have a good successful side-by-side to take that push for kicker MMA to be moved on to be in 4th place. And the 3rd place driver is coming in nearby towards a few more distance to go onto the gap at the end of sector 3 before moving on in sector 4. It was so brilliant to see how 4 drivers can battle it out each other in Mount Panorama. So I bet that one might take some good concentration, that one might give a good perfection moment to see it. And there it goes. Looks like we have Hyperion-Blue-GT 7 is now going up the track and goes right back in by having a little bit shortcuts. Don't ever have this penalty to be giving a little bit compromised by ignoring the track limits. That one might have a good visual work look to be on investigation. And hold on, looks like that one might give a slightly opportunity for Insportec to be moving on to take that final turn after Hyperion-Blue-GT 7 and Polo Ricula 61 is now having a little bit late braking to be off the track by having a little bit more situation to be on the handling. That one might give a good perfect moment to see in the instant replay. That's the ticket for Insportec, and moving on in lap number 4 to catch up for only 4 cars remaining to be in the 1st place position. But still not that far to catch up onto GTX_69's current lead. 69 is on the highest roll to be in the most finest distance whenever he can probably have to catch up. He's going faster to be in the lead just like I just did back in the 2020 Toyota GR Supra Racing Cup. Is going to be quite doing some good handling skills to be doing some fine endurance. Hopefully, if every driver might have the chance to overtake GTX_69's current lead, if one driver could probably have to enter over to be in the pits. And then goes on for only 3 Canadian GT players for having a top 3 battle to be reached over to be in 2nd place while GTX_69 is in the lead. Hopefully, Resort Crabs is still going stronger by the ongoing to be in the downhill section in sector 3. That one might give a good slow and steady turns by having a good successful opportunity to see how Resort Crabs can probably have to master this corner. It's pretty easy and pretty simple, but it's going to get a little bit slower out there. But several opponents might have the advantage that we might have to get close in onto Resort's class current position. But still, looks like Kicker MMA and Untitled 69 is now going in onto the pursuit to catch up onto Resort Crab's current position in second place after the downhill section in Sector 3 to be in the full straightaway. And here comes Sector 4, will be giving the best spot out there to be pulled to break by the other position. Kicker Untitled is now going to be pulled over onto the braking point to pass over onto the 150 marker board. But still, they can probably have to master this corner that will might give a good perfect chance to regain control of the speed that will might get back on top of it. Now going down onto the final turn at the left turn by the 90-degree angle. And here comes lap number 5, will proceed forward, and Insportec of the U.D.R.S and the Toyota GR86 is moving on for having a current record time, will be giving a little bit regular standard. By the update for GTX_69, 2 minutes and 36.957 seconds is still going on a faster lead by having a good, grueling, successful time trial during the competition. Hopefully, if one player could probably have to win this race by having a lot of ongoing defense by the Endurance, that will might give a good racing moments to be in the highlights whenever it comes in onto the finish line. So here comes turn 2 in the second sector, and that means Untitled 69 is about to be a little bit slowed down to be going left behind, while Kicker MMA is going faster to catch up onto Resort Crabs in second place. Now comes on to take the uphill in turn 4 before moving up onto turn 5 and turn 6. Pass on over to the Solman Park to be on top of the hill once again, and that will might have Insportec will be getting a little bit slightly closer in about 2.8 seconds to catch up onto Untitled 69's current position in 4th place. Clean and simple, and that will might take the only excellent efficiency that will might give a good racing spotlight to be ongoing. And hold on, looks like this cannot be good. Untitled 69 is having a little bit more trouble timing out there before it entered onto Sector 3. And that means for U.D.R.S Insportec has giving a little bit more close nearby on sight. There you go, looks like that will might give a nick of time for only a one-on-one driver who will be taking the battle for 4th place. Here we go, folks. It's going to be me versus Untitled 69 for having the battle for 4th place will be going underway, while catches up onto Resort Crabs after being overtaken by Kicker MMA in 2nd place to move forwards. After taking a successful grueling struggle to be in the downhill corner section onto the track in Sector 3. So we're about to be going back onto Sector 4. We'll be doing the best straightaway to go faster by having an early braking point will do the advantage by the upper hand. Pass on over to the 200 marker board. Untitled is now going to be doing forcefully to be slowed down, while Insportec will have to do the same. And that will might give a possibility to see how the top 4 drivers is about to be continue on for the next lap if any types of the tire compound to be useful to be giving a good guess. Sports hard tires, that will might give the only requirement by the mandatory will be proceed over to the finish line without having a 1-minute penalty will be safe. Only 3 more laps to go, folks, and we are in the 6th lap. Untitled 69 in 4th place will be taking a little bit more line of sight by giving a little bit push away distance from U.D.R.S Insportec of the Toyota GR86 in the 1-minute category. Hopefully, its own design is going to be quite giving a good remarkable to have a nice GR title of an 8.6 is going to be giving a good symbol of an icon to represent of Toyota's most finest, newest sports car was also to be revealed by the debut. But it was going to be quite good to see some good Toyota Gazoo racing livery design related to it. But it was so good and proud tradition. So I bet you guys did enjoy watching this year's of the 24 Hours of Le Mans. It was a successful 1-2 finish to see how 2 LM hypercars is going to be reached over onto the finish line. It was so fantastic having a 1-2 finish for only 2 cars in the same team and a same car is going to be quite taking a good successful moment out there. Hopefully it was a great time out there for this weekend. It's going to be doing a lot of good racing moments out there to see your favorite teams will be reached up onto the finish line by the podium. So now the battle rages continues between me and U.D.R.S 69 for having the battle for 4th place is still going underway by the ongoing. But still takes a lot of downhill section, and Sector 3 is going to get a little bit hard push out there. Stay on track for only a 0.5 seconds range. Is going to get much further out there, and looks like U.D.R.S 69 is giving a little bit push while Insportec is doing a little bit more mobility caution that we might get a little bit more contact to be avoided. Gotta have to make sure to do the right thing without getting caught in the penalty. And here comes Sector 4 again. That one might give the perfect time. We'll be doing the early braking point, and here comes GTX_69's current lead position to enter the pits by using the soft sports tires will be suitable to be doing the first leg until switch back over to be in the hard compound to be in the second leg. That one might have Kicker MMA is now entered the second time to be in the first row. Will be switched over to do the same. Resort Crabs is now in the lead, and that one might have U.D.R.S 69 is now moving on in second place, followed by myself in third place in the U.D.R.S Insportec to be moved on to be in lap number 7. So heads up, gonna have to take your time, and that one might have another driver is entered in to be joining the party, and that means for Resort Crabs and GTX_69 is now going to be staying on over to have another round as a rematch to be in round 2. So that means for the perfect moment for GTX_69 will be staying on over to proceed in second place until the rematch will begin at any moment, because the battle will be still rages on by having a good grueling moment out there to be in a Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup in the final round. It's so great out there to see how I could probably have to do my best to be moving on in 4th place while catches up for only the top 3 drivers, for only 3 Canadian GT players are still takes the battle for 1st place. Luckily, this could be my chance. We'll have to make my ways to go shine like a bright star. Will be going faster to be on top of the hill to be in Sector 2. Gonna have to stay on over to be on track on this circuit track to be giving a good corner mastered. Staying on in by having a good successful blue glimpse will be reached up onto the downhill in Sector 3. Slows down and keep a good mobility check out there to avoid giving a little bit shortcut. Very nice. Giving a little bit more tight and clear safe. That one might have a little bit more close calls. We'll have to give a gap distance. We'll have to go increase significantly. But still for U.D.R.S 69 is moving on to take on with 2 drivers in 1st and 2nd place, Resort Crabs and GTX_69 for having an ongoing push for the battle for 1st place. Will be taking on for the update. Will be giving us some further notice. Hopefully, if GTX_69 will be climbing back onto 1st place, that one might give a good successful glory moment out there. Will be taking home to the podium. Now comes in onto Sector 4 after taking the early braking point for only 3 drivers including myself. And here comes Resort Crabs taking on the defense, and that one might have GTX_69 is coming right back in onto the lead. But wait, looks like this is going to be having a little bit trouble timing out there to have that close defense to be moved on at the end of lap number 7. That means for U.D.R.S Insportec will be giving a little bit closed in by the advantage, and 4 drivers in 2 rows by having a grueling battle to see it. And oh man, looks like this is going to get a little bit push out there. Insportec just barely tries to keep a little bit pressured out there to be staying down onto 4th place, while U.D.R.S 69 is going right back onto 3rd place. That one might have a bright defense to see how the 3rd place driver could probably have to keep things up to give a good clean turn onto turn 1. Luckily, that was almost barely had that moment to see this moment to be in this race, folks. Insportec could probably might have to master Mount Panorama by embracing its good performance of the GR86 of the 2021 model made by Toyota. Still tried to learn the ropes, but it still got a lot of good perfection that we might take the chance. We'll have to embrace it. Raise your dream and make your ways to the victory spot. Since GTX_69 is now back in the lead, Resort Crabs is dropped down onto second place before Hyperion-Blue-GT is about to get a little bit pushed forward to be getting a little bit closer onto the total gap distance by the range. We'll give a good guess by over 2 seconds. Since the top 3 drivers have already made it in onto Sector 3 to go down the hill, so here it comes. That one might take a good exercise caution for only 3 Canadian racers. Could probably have to do much perfect by the chance to see it. That's the ticket. 3 Canadian drivers have moved on to be in the downhill for the next turn at the left corner. And then goes on for having a second straightaway towards the end of Sector 3 before coming back onto Sector 4. Looks like that one might give a lineup distance out there to see how the top 3 Canadian drivers are still going on out there. Will be reached up to catch up onto GTX_69's current lead. So that one might give a good perfect breaking point to be in Sector 4. Will be giving the best time out there. So that one might give a good exercise drill. Will be reached up towards the final lap. So I bet that we might give the only requirement that we might have 1 driver to be going in onto the pits by the chance. After taking the final corner, and here we go folks, looks like GTX_69 is moving on towards the final lap until the race will be over soon folks. That one might give a first place victory winner. Will be reached over to be giving a good checker flag for GTX_69. Resort Crabs is still tries to keep push harder out there in second place, while Hyperion-Blue-GT is still takes third place by the ongoing as usual. Mob of Midgets in 5th place is still tries to be climbing up onto my current position in about 11 seconds behind the gap distance. Everybody is still tries to keep going forward to be in the final lap until the race will be over for the top 3 drivers, including the 4th place with the U.D.R.S Import Tech is now going to be going up the hill in Sector 2 by the second corner. Now goes up on to turn 3 and turn 4 before going forward to be in turn 5 and 6. That one might give a good inside cornering. That one might give a good possibilities to see how excellent 3 Canadian Gran Turismo players are still tries to keep climbing up onto the top. So I bet that one might give a good remarkable race to see who will get over to be in the finish line by the podium. After passing through onto the Solman Park, that one might have GTX will go down the hill. Will be taking the last resort to be in the downhill section onto the track in Mount Panorama. Take a good excellent braking point. Take your time and do a good slow and steady position to see how faster can the top 3 drivers can go. Hopefully they still got a lot of good lucky chance to avoid getting hit by the barrier that we might have a result of the yellow flag. But still, they still got this one. That one might give a good ways to do a clean turn by having a good slow braking position. That one might have the only patient way. Only 1 more straightaway to go before leaving Sector 3 towards the final sector. GTX barely got the chance to be moved forward to be in the final turn to be on the braking point. We'll have to give the early call. We'll be doing the best turns. We'll have to do masterly to take the hardest turn. It was the most finest turns to be in Mount Panorama Motor Racing Circuit that we might have the only experts that we might give the passing point to be going over onto the 150 marker board. And there goes. Take a good slight turn and move forward to be in the final turn at the 90-degree angle left turn that we might give a good chance to see it folks. And there it goes. GTX_69 takes the win to be at the finish line, and there it goes. Take that checker flag for GTX_69 and the crowd goes on a cheer. We have a winner folks. We have a winner for the final race of the Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup. Goes to GTX_69 for the win. Incredible out there. 3 Canadian drivers in 1st and 3rd place have finally come the way over to be at the most victory lap. Is going to be doing a good moment out there viewers. GTX_69 takes the win, followed by in second and third place Resort Crabs, and Ornia69 is now doing a good job. Well done. Way to go, you guys. Way to keep things up by having a good grueling battle out there to take the battle for first place by any position. That we might get a good settle in. We'll have to take the best racing strategy of all time. So now comes in to have a race results. We have Munez 3509 is barely took the effect onto the 1 minute penalty along with Pat Sam 83. And that means for Polo Ricula 61 will be moved on to be in 50th place by the finish line in default. So it looks like this is going to be having a good, grueling, hard work job. Well done for Insportec to be raced hard to be in the Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup in the 2021 series. 64 points earned, and the race position goes by in 2. Well, that's a one-make competition to have a nice, successful race. So let's go in and collect some earning summaries, and that one might give a good, successful congratulations to the top 3 drivers for doing a good job. Well done to be in Mount Panorama. GTX_69 did a wonderful good job out there to take the first leg to be in the pit stop by using the sports soft compound tires to be suitable. Will be switched over to be in the hard in the second leg. Resort Crabs did a good job to be in second place while taking first, while GTX_69 takes to be dropped down to be in the same position. So that means a successful rematch for only first and second place drivers from Canada is going to be quite taking a good, remarkable race. Hopefully, I almost barely had the chance to overtake Ornia69 to be in third place while staying down in fourth place after having a little bit late braking solution in turn 1 to be in the next lap. Well folks, looks like this is going to be having a good racing moments in the Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup, and that means the series is finished before we move forward to be in the grand final on December 3rd for this year. Well folks, looks like we did a pretty good job out there by competing the Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup for only 6 Toyota vehicles to be in the one-make race. It was so fantastic to be starting out from beginning in April towards August at the end. It was so great to see all kinds of different Toyota cars to be competing on different types of regulations to be suitable on different tracks, especially for 2 tracks to be used on the U.D.R.S to be raced on the tarmac, and the dirt is going to be quite giving a good all-wheel drive to be taking a good differences to be having some 2 types of tires. Standard with no tire stickers and a Michelin tire stickers. So that's how that you guys should probably might have to keep it by competing the Nations Cup as well. It's been a very long day, viewers. I know we did our best what we could because taking a lot of hard work to do some more video editing by development for my channel, and also along with the Nations Cup and Manufacturer Series will be taking part as well. Especially for Season 1 and 2 in the 2021 series, we'll be planning to do some more catch up until at the end of the year before moving on into 2022. But I know how every YouTubers may have something else to do one important thing. One video editing and upload at a time. That's how it works in general. Now I had to do some uploads to start out in round 1 with the Toyota GR Supra RC 2020 at Laguna Seca, and for the 7th round in the GR86 in Mount Panorama, we'll be doing 2 videos because it will have to take a while before round 2 and round 6. We'll be doing the rest. We'll have to take some time to do some more video development. But leave it to me. I got to finish what I have started yet. Working hard to get my YouTube channel up to 1,000 subscribers will become my milestone achievement. Now it is time to wrap this up. Thank you for tuning in on my video, folks. I hope you really enjoyed. Thank you for tuning in on my video, folks. I hope you really enjoyed. So make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, bell for notification uploads to be turned on, and the links on the description down below if you really want to see more. You can check it out on Instagram, Deepnet Art, GT Planet, and other social media platforms if you really want to follow me. And don't forget to support my main project, Fish and Total Drama. the next chapter of the Total Drama fan art to support the community. I'll be see you guys next time on Gran Turismo Sport for participate in the 2021 Toyota. I'll be see you guys next time on Gran Turismo Sport for participate in the 2021 Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup, and I look forward to see you again for the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.